got new foster babies last night.
To make that sound.
Yeah.
But then your opening will be right here.
Oh, I think that's fine because long term this ramp will go the other way. Yeah, we can just make a pathway to it. It'll be cute. Yeah. Yoo-hoo! Another garden gate in. Not even on the to-do list yesterday, but we've got our screen door garden gate in. Oh, the seeds are sprouting! Yippee! Scott, how come all these chickens are out? They're eating my tomatoes.
I don't know, where they at?
The rooster's out.
Here, chick, 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 chick.
Scott and all his friends. The winds of autumn are among us, are upon us. Things in the kitchen garden are continuing to come to kind of an end of season. Scott has built me my cultivation station right here. So the idea behind the cultivation station is I can put my chickens to work and contain them and concentrate their efforts. If I just let them out here willy-nilly, they do what they want. But if I can put them in a cage like this and keep them in one area, I can control which area they disturb and how much they disturb it. We want chickens on these garden beds for their fertilizer and also for their tilling abilities. When you put a pig to work and you ask them to till for you, they till really, really deep and they do a lot of disturbance and a lot of damage. Chickens can till really lightly with their little talons, and if I keep them in there a short amount of time, they can do what we call cultivate. Cultivate is like tilling but not nearly as deep. So it scratches up the surface, like there's some leftover bean plants here. They'll take those bean plants out, but they're not going to dig so deep that we start damaging all the fungal activity that's going on in there, and kind of get the best of both worlds. A little bit of disturbance, but not a lot of damage. So the idea here is I can pluck out a couple of fat hens, stick them in here, put them to work for a day or two. They have shade or shelter from rain. They have access to sunlight. They'll have water, and then for their food, I'll just sprinkle a little bit of food on the ground, and that will encourage them to dig and till. But it's also designed so it can fit perfectly inside of our wicking bed, not so close that the chickens can peck at our plastic liner here, but close enough that they can get pretty much right up to the edge. Light enough that I can pick it up with Scott. Designed with one light end for me and one heavy end for Scott to lift on. So we'll rotate this through every single bed. When we pull out the last of some of these vegetables here, we'll go ahead and put the cultivation station over here, let the chickens till that up, then move it over here, let them do their work there, move it over here, and let them go through everything, cultivating it and fertilizing it before winter. I also have all of that deep bedding from inside the chicken run that we're going to be able to add on. So the other thing we worked on was pulling all of the sunflowers from along the chicken run and hanging them to dry like this. The chickens really enjoy this as a treat. I was trying to figure out what to do with my flower boxes on the side of my hen house and came up with a fall flower box. Look how cute this is. I swiped some of my mom's pie pumpkins and added in some old birdhouse gourds that we have been drying for the last year or two. Added in some random gourds that we grew this year, and I think they look beautiful and festive. Sister, that is not a dress.
Yeah, it is.
Get some leggings on underneath it.
It is a dress.
That is too short. Scott and I took that old screen door we bought at Amish Walmart and added some of our antique loop fencing to the top and a little short run of picket fencing to the bottom. And Scott went ahead and mounted it. I made him keep the 4x4s really tall up here because I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with it yet. So we've got 2 garden gates in now, 3 to go. Our goal today is to try to get 1 more garden gate in. And lastly, we got new foster babies last night. new kittens. We are part of a kitten foster, so occasionally we change our current fosters in, or they get adopted out and we get brand new ones. So I have a gray mama and her 4 beautiful little babes. They're all healthy, they're all eating and nursing wonderfully, so that's makes my job a whole lot easier. I just get to do the fun part of socializing them and making sure they maintain their weight and do all right. So we have to do intake on those babies, get some weights and some names and things like that, and then we can monitor and make sure they're growing appropriately. You want to make a taco dip today? Let's make a taco dip today. We got to go get concrete anyway. We'll get some concrete and some tortilla chips and make ourselves a taco dip. Yeah, and if we don't do it now, we're going to regret it in a couple months when we don't have fresh tomatoes anymore. I'm so glad we harvested our pumpkins and got them up high, because yesterday the pigs got out. They busted into my pumpkin display. They ate that one. Pigs are so naughty. If they did not taste so good, I wouldn't keep them. Today was the first day I was able to bust out jeans. It's actually real fall weather today.
But the Wi-Fi went out. It kept going on and off. So Finn said the cord was bad. So I looked at it, I took out the outlet, and the whole outlet's jacked. Yeah, don't get the bottom here.
Oh, I'm not. Trust me. Hey, there's a benefit of having an aspiring electrician in the house. Tommy is super blessed. We were approached by a family at church who was willing to take Tommy in and work with him, getting him prepared and started on his apprenticeship program. So he can either choose plumbing, electrician, or HVAC. So he spent the last 2 years working alongside being the gopher and kind of learning the ins and outs. He's learned so much about all 3 of those. And eventually, once he is graduated, and because we homeschool, we're a little flexible on that, but he's decided he does not want to graduate early or anything like that. Just wants to stay the course, keep working and learning, and deciding which apprenticeship program he'd like to do, and keep working on his homeschool stuff here at home, and then when he's 17 or 18, go ahead and get started on the apprenticeship program. Thank you, Tommy. I really appreciate you working on that. I can hear Tommy in there. He's trying to drum up an audience to watch him change out this outlet. In addition to being a great aspiring electrician, he's also a really good teacher.
I need you to hold this, and then you need to tell me when that goes off.
So now Tommy's the electrician and Huck is the gopher.
Huck, you ready?
Yeah. So, do it.
Do it. Hold it.
Is it off now?
Now it's off.
Okay. On.
On.
Off.
Off. I'm so glad you know how to do this, because Dad does not have time for this today.
Thank
You
you.
need your little face washed.
That is not good.
So how do you replace wires like that?
But we'll hook our wires onto them, and then, so we'll take our new wire, hook it onto it, and if we're lucky, we can pull it all the way to wherever it goes.
Wow. Of all my children, Pete loves cats the most. I've done something right with that one. If you had to choose one apprenticeship program right now, what would you choose?
Honestly, probably electrical.
Really?
Yeah.
Your son is amazing. We have Wi-Fi again. Somos el barco.
I remember this
Somos
song.
el mar.
You said that was my favorite song.
Una vega en ti. I always sang that to you as a baby. Tu navegas en me. I sail in you. You sail in me. Come on, we're gonna go buy some concrete. We got our $5 reward we can use today. Hurry up! Hucky, 10-inch pointy lag bolt.
10-inch laggy push pull.
One at 17 cents.
Yeah.
One at $1.79. They have a card in case somebody's dog dies. For real? Groceries, hardware, dog sympathy cards.
Are you gonna hit the coil?
That's not even funny. Pull your white post back.
Well, not this. We're doing this thing.
Oh, sorry. While you look for the post pounder, I'm going to look for a good tomato. That looks beautiful. We're doing extra tomatoes since it's the end of tomato season.
I don't know.
Who decided to buy such a heavy gate? I can't even lift it.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
Well, honestly, don't you feel like your blood pressure goes down when you hold it? Look at that baby. Hi. Mission accomplished. We got the garden gate in, we got the taco dip made, and the kittens got weighed.